Alright, what is up YouTube? This Trucker JC coming back with another video. In today's video, we are headed to Laredo, Texas. Now, we're out the gate. We are picking up an empty from the Port of Houston, and we're gonna take it to Laredo and get it loaded. There's a customer I went to, I don't know if I vlogged it or not, but it was a few weeks ago. A customer I went to in Laredo. I took a 20-foot out there and I loaded it. It's an export, so. Anyways, we just left the house. It's 5:40 in the morning. I have my watch on it too with the charger. It's like 5:40 in the morning, man, and I've been off, man. I just came back from a family vacation, man. Had a great time. Last week I took off. I went to Arizona last weekend. The last load, I did one load for the week. I left for Phoenix on Sunday, made it back home Tuesday. And I drove 2,500 miles in 3 days, man. You know, 800, like 30-something miles a day, and I was getting it, man. But anyways, took some time off. Like I said, last week, Tuesday was my last day up until now, which is Monday. So I took off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, man. Went to Austin with my family. Had a great time. Went to some water park called Kalahari or something with my wife and my daughter, man. Had a great time. But anyways, back to the grind. We are headed to a Bayport terminal. I'm bobtail right now. I got to go look for a chassis, which I hate doing. Y'all know that. You know, looking for a port chassis suck or whatever. At least they have a load, right? So I'm gonna go look for a chassis, pick up a 20-foot empty at Bayport as well, and from that point we're gonna go to Laredo, which is about, with traffic, like 6 hours from the port. But if we're early enough, we can get out of there before, you know, before I say 7:30. We should be able to beat most of the traffic, especially going outbound. And maybe to the customer, I don't know, 1:30 or so. But anyways, enough of that small talk, man. Hope everybody's been doing good, man. You know, things have been going pretty good for me. You know, just been trying to enjoy my life, man, because I work so hard and I never take a break. And I finally took a little break, and it feels good, man. It's just, you know, just take a break, you know what I'm saying, from all this trucking, bro. Because trucking is mentally exhausting. Like, it will drain you. I've been working for the last, like, what, 4 or 5 years trucking, and I haven't taken a break. It's my first break. I mean, I've taken breaks when I was forced to take a break, like I got COVID or work was slow, but it just straight up took off. First time. That's a clean Magnum right there. Dodge Magnum, let's see that car's off. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys probably when I get to the port. I did buy another head strap for the GoPro. My last vlog was with Insta360, and somebody commented saying that, you know, they were watching on their laptop and it was like sideways. And I was like, oh dang, I didn't realize that. So I'm just gonna continue doing my vlogs with the GoPro for now, at least so I can learn how to fix that issue. But if I turn the lights off, see, look, it's dark, you guys can't see me, so that's why I'm saying I see you guys when we get to the port. Like I said, I do have the head strap. I bought a new one on Amazon. It's a GoPro one, the GoPro 2 head strap 2.0. It's really good. And I'll probably put it on my head and, you know, show you guys from there. But I'll see you guys in a bit, man. All right, what up, y'all? So it is now 9:58 a.m. I went to Bayport to pick up a load, and when I got there, I'll pick up an empty. When I got there, they were saying, hey, you know, we're not releasing those empty containers right now. So pretty much I had to wait for my dispatcher to get in the office. He didn't even, like, I couldn't get a hold of him until 9 o'clock and his phone's off. I don't know if he didn't pay his bill or what, but anyways, couldn't get a hold of him. And so I got to the port at 6:40 or 6:41. I checked in and pretty much just waited until like 9:01 or 9:05, something like that. And then he tells me, hey, you know, just go to Barber's Cut. You can get the empty container for Laredo there. I said, okay. So here I am, and it's 10 o'clock. It's 10 a.m. It's 9:59, 9:58. And here I am. I've made no progress. It sucks, but this is the reason why I'm actively looking for something else to do with my truck career. My plan is to leave my driver leased on here, you know, running the Peterbilt here, because he likes it, cool. And I'm gonna take myself, you know, maybe regional or even over the road, bro. I gotta do something different, man. I'm just to the point where I'm just tired, man. Tired of always waking up super early, get home super late. You know, you leave the house at, you know, 5 in the morning, you get home at 11, 12 o'clock, splitting the log, all that. That's a lot, man. Doing that every day, it's like, the pay doesn't match. I know that I'm sure there's something out there where I don't have to do all this extra stuff. All right, people, so after a long morning, we are finally in the right area to pick up this this empty container. I ended up going to Bayport to pick up the container, and they said that they weren't releasing them at like 6 something this morning, like 6. I got there at 6:41. They gave me a trouble ticket, which means that there's something wrong with your pickup or delivery, and that forced me to wait till dispatch got to the office. I know what y'all gonna say. Oh, actually, I don't know what y'all gonna say. I get so many different answers or stuff to what people would have done if they were in that situation, but in my situation, all I could do is wait on dispatch to get to the office because they don't get there till between 8 and 9. So anyways, at about 9:05, my dispatcher ended up telling me, hey, you know, you can go to Barber's Cut. He already created me a PIN. Barber's Cut is a different port. It's still Port of Houston. It's a different terminal. So I came over here, right, and I'm here now. Been there for about, I don't know, almost an hour because I got here at 9:18. It's 10:05, so been there about 45 minutes or so. So yeah, here to pick up this empty, and then we're gonna go to Laredo, man. I don't know how it's gonna go because I was supposed to be there at 1 o'clock apparently, and as of right now, if I leave here, let's say 10:30, I gotta put diesel. I probably won't get there till about, man, maybe 4:30. Best case scenario. Now my dispatcher said that the customer was, you know, talking about staying late, paying the guys overtime if they have to, because that, like, this load has to be exported tomorrow at by 10 a.m. The ship leaves, I guess, tomorrow morning. Okay, guys, so look, whenever you come into the Port of Houston to pick up an empty, it's pretty much the process. You're gonna pull up to a stop sign. There's usually, you know, there's always a person in the truck, like right there, and that person is gonna tell me where to go. Now, okay. So, let me see. It's a Mersk, 20-foot Mersk. Yes, sir. Thank you. 2 right 27. So he told me he had a piece of paper that said 2R27. So I got to go to 2 row on the right side, still on the right side, spot number 27. There's numbers on the ground. That's gonna pretty much tell you where to go. Now the problem with it is it's not always accurate. Like you see, that sign says 2 row right there. I'm gonna make this right here, and I'm gonna stay on the right side and go to spot 27. The problem with that is that they're not always loading from spot 27. Oh shit. Let's see. Yeah, like this is 27 right here. I can see it. Ah, the crane left though. That sucks. No, this is 07, but this is a Mersk right here. Hold on, let's see. Maybe there's more in there. So that's spot 7. So 27 is way up there, but like I said, it's not always accurate. It's usually not accurate, but if he picks up a Mersk, then I'll know it's that. But there's Mersk right here. The thing about an empty that sucks is that you have to, you know, the thing that sucks about the empty thing is that with it not being specific to your truck, like with you not having a specific box you're picking up when you get in here, you have to get out and check all kind of stuff. Let me see. Is that gonna be a Mersk? Yeah, I guess so. This guy's gonna blow the horn once, that means stop. Blow it twice, that means reverse. So the thing about these containers, I know people are gonna say, well, it doesn't say Mersk on it. How you know if it's Mersk? I don't know. You have universal boxes, like containers. Like this one that says like SUD or something like that. It's pretty much like its own. It's a company that pretty much rents or leases out their containers. Like let's say, you know, Mersk is a steamship, right? You'll see a big old ship, it'll say Mersk like that. Mersk, M-A-E-R-S-K, Mersk with that little star on it, and blue and gray, whatever. It'll say Mersk. They also have drive-in Mersk too, but the way that it works is, let's say that Mersk is like, hey, you know, all our containers are full, like we have, but we need more. The customers paying us, we need more. They'll rent it from like TX or SUD. They'll rent it from different companies, and then they'll just use it as a Mersk. Does that make sense? So, anyways, I gotta go over here, pull off to the side. Yeah, this is TSS. I thought, yeah. I gotta go over here and pull off to the side, and I gotta pretty much check this container. Oh, there's people everywhere though right here though. Dang. I gotta find a way to pull off to the side and check this container, man, to make sure it's good. And there's like nowhere to go because these people are just right here. Well, I think this guy's gonna pull off, so I'm gonna wait on him. Come on, man. Come on, guy. Yeah, so like whenever you get the container and you're whenever you get the empty container, it's always best to check it, man, because it could have holes in it and all kinds of stuff. I was like, man, I gotta show, you know, those that are new to my YouTube channel, I gotta show them what it's like picking up these empties, you know, because I can say, oh, pick up an empty container, blah blah, but if I ain't showing it, it's kind of like, you know, it ain't all that. Anyways, I gotta lock these down. Let's not forget that. I usually put zip ties on them. I got some on the truck. So these are twists. Like people say, how do you lock the container down? This right here is a twist, like a twist and it locks. You see that? I don't know how good the camera quality is, but it locks the container down to the chassis. Then I gotta come back here, open this bad boy up. Make sure there's nothing in it. Make sure there's no holes. I can already see a little hole in it. The good thing is I don't need a food grade container, so this one will be fine. I'm gonna have to go back to the truck and get my phone and take a picture of the container number and the chassis, because I just picked the chassis up from the port. Yeah, I gotta go with the zip ties because this one is this gonna come loose. I gotta get the zip ties and zip tie it. I got some in the truck. Let me do that real quick. Of the chassis number to give to my dispatcher and the container number. I don't know why I'm working backwards. I should have put the other zip tie on first, since I was already right there. Put these on because a lot of the times these little locks, these little guards, they come loose. Like one of the back ones, they get loose, so you don't want the twist lock coming off, you know, because now you're illegal for one, because you have to have all four corners secured, but for two, you know, you don't want the container fall off and hurt somebody or even hurt yourself. So another thing is, a lot of times, I don't know how true it is, but they say whenever DOT sees you have twist locks, a lot of times they won't even pull you over, they'll just let you go, you know. And the good thing is that you can look in the mirror, in the rearview mirror, you can see these zip ties, so you'll know if they're still on or not. So quick update, man, things didn't work out the way they were supposed to. I ended up not taking that empty container from the Port of Houston. When I got to the exit gate, they had told me that the chassis that I picked up from the port was on hold. Didn't give me a reason why. Even if they did, it wouldn't matter. I think the Port of Houston needs to do a better job about labeling their equipment, because they don't label nothing. They'll just leave the equipment there and you'll think it's not on hold. You just pick it up, you'll go hook up your load to it, you'll be in there 2-3 hours just to get to the exit gate, and they tell you that the chassis is on hold. So I told my dispatcher, hey, I've done enough running around, you know, for 4 or 5 hours. I said, hey, you know, if you ain't got something that's already at the yard, I can run, then I'll go home for the day until we figure something else out tomorrow, man, because I'm already getting wore out. So he ended up giving me a load that was on the yard. Well, yeah, you know, we're sliding through downtown Houston. I'm actually gonna stop at the house really quick. I can take a shower. I'm gonna end up meeting with my brother Chris this evening. So yeah, that's Kelly Court right there. It's 5th Ward, Houston, Texas. Downtown right here. It's weird, man. Houston always has traffic. It's 12:39 p.m. and we're bumper to bumper. Now, of course, you know, it's about downtown, but I've been to places, man, like plenty of cities where even at, you know, 12, 2 p.m. there's like no traffic yet. But Houston, there's always traffic, man. All right, y'all. So it is the next morning. I can't remember where I left off at. I was so exhausted yesterday, man. I ended up parking the truck at Fuel City. I met with my older brother. He picked me up from the truck stop where I'm at right now, and we went to a place called Buffalo Bros. It's a bar downtown, like a sports bar, and we ate some wings, watched the U of H game. They lost, whatever. We made it like halfway through the game. Like at halftime, you know, I was tired, so we ended up leaving, and we were gonna go back to my brother's house. He's got a new house, and I wanted to see it, but I was so tired. I was like, man, bro, can you just take it back to my truck? So I came back to the truck, bro. Went back to the bed right there, and I just knocked out, man. And I'm still tired. Like, oh man, you know, I've been off for almost a week, and you know, getting back into the swing of things. And you know, with yesterday being at the port for like 6 hours. I also found out that I'm getting paid for that. My dispatcher hit me up yesterday saying that, you know, they're gonna charge the broker for the pretty much like a dry run for having to go here, there, and couldn't even get the container. So that's a blessing. But anyways, I'm about to head out. I'm gonna head over to the customer. It's 6:41. Yeah, it's 6:41. Gonna head over to the customer, man. I got a 7 o'clock appointment. It's like 10 minutes away, so I'm gonna go ahead and head out now, and I'll see you guys when we get either there or get closer to there. All right, y'all, so we are pulling up to this place. Oh man, I'll be honest, man, this 20-foot right here has been like, it's a short trip from Houston, but man, this 20-foot has been like sketchy, man, because like I was saying, I can't stretch the wheels out. Dock hour 7:30 to 3:30. They told me I had a 7 o'clock appointment. But yeah, so I like to pull forward, man, get out of people's way. You know, that way the next guy can come in. But you know, everybody don't think about the next guy, especially truck drivers, man. A lot of truck drivers, I noticed that a lot of truck drivers are ruthless, man. There's so many mean, like hateful, rude truck drivers out here, man. Like there's a lot of them. You know, we're not gonna be like them though. That's for damn sure. Just not, because we're better than that, right? We ain't gotta try to treat people like, you know. We're gonna treat people how we want to be treated, right? So. All right, y'all, so they told me to go to this dock 18, but the lady said, I was like, hey, well, do you know how long it's gonna be till they start unloading me? Because I have a 7 o'clock appointment. It's already 7:20, you know, right now. And she's like, oh, it's gonna take a while because the stuff you have is like floor loaded. I'm like, floor loaded? She's like, yeah, it's not on pallets, it is on the ground. What the heck? I'm so off on this dock. It's so weird. It's because the lines aren't straight with the building. Have you ever been to a dock where the lines just aren't straight with the building? Oh my gosh, talking about a freaking recipe for disaster. It's the worst. I'd rather you have no lines, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, it's also a 20-foot too, man. If any of you guys have driven any kind of short trailers, you know what I'm talking about, man. The shorter the trailer, the harder it is to back that thing on up. Keep it straight, come on. But anyways, I'm gonna go back here and cut this seal. They told me cut this seal, but don't open the door because the stuff can fall out or will fall out. Yeah, that's good to know. These good old bolt cutters. So my tools are right back in my tool bag. I don't like having stuff everywhere. So yeah, and we might end up going to Arizona after this. We might end up going back to Houston, grabbing a load, you know, swapping in a 40-foot chassis and get one of those Arizona loads again. So if we do get that, that'd be fire, because my driver's supposed to be going too. At least my dispatcher's telling him maybe, but I'm like, bro, my dispatcher told me yesterday he has 16 of those loads. Why would you not give me and my driver both one, you know? So, oh yeah, he said don't open the doors. Well, the seal is cut. I'll just post up right here and they will let me know, I guess. I'm gonna back up just a little bit. Where am I going with these? All right, let me take this glove out because it's the, ooh, it smells like diesel. So bad with like keeping up with certain stuff, man. Let's see. This is what's gonna get us straight. I know I ain't supposed to bump the dock. I'm just trying to get a little, you know. get all the way ready. That way when it is time to back this thing on up all the way, we'll be right where we need to be. Check this out. This is crazy. So the guys, I seen a guy, I looked in the rearview mirror. Before I went in the back of the sleeper, I just sat up for like, I said, let me see like another 15 seconds. And I look and the guy opened up the door and he closed it. So I was like, what the heck? So I got the truck, and then I ran and beat on the freaking, the dock door. And I was like, hey, and the guy opened the door back up. Hey, what's going on, man? I was like, hey, man, I was like, hey, what's going on, bro? I was like, y'all gonna load me? Yeah, but and he said, yeah, but you know, but you're not backed up all the way or something. And I was like, backed up all the way. I was like, the lady told me just back up and open up the doors. I don't want to touch the dock if I ain't gonna, you know, bump the dock. The doors ain't open. So she's like, oh, okay, you know, okay, yeah, back up. And I was like, oh, whatever. So I backed up, and then the guy opened the doors for me because they want to make sure everything gonna fall out. Then go forward a little bit. Send back up forward, back up forward. Okay. So, anyways, yeah. So it's like good thing I was sitting here still, because if not, they would have just skipped me and did somebody else probably. And I'm pretty sure these guys know, like these 20-footers, they're like, oh man, you know, we have to unload this thing. It's gonna take all day or whatever. We don't even want to do this right now. But I got a 7 o'clock appointment. I was here, you know, at 6:50. So after 9 o'clock, I'm definitely charging people. I'm making sure that, you know, we charge them detention, man, because I got to get paid for waiting around, man. One thing about trucking, this is my opinion, I feel like detention should be automatic. Like, it shouldn't even, my hair's all messed up because I've been got this head strap on, but I feel like detention is one of those things to where, like, it should be automatic, like after an hour, not even 2 hours. It should be after an hour, after 1 hour, because a lot of times, bro, I know people say, oh, it's just 2 hours, but and your e-log and all that, it just gets killed. Because, like, let's say you're gonna get somewhere and you're like, hey, I gotta run hard, I gotta try to make it home, whatever, but these people take an hour, 40 minutes. It's like, you have the e-log, you're eating up your clock. So yeah, technically you can just sit 20 more minutes and split your log. Legally, you can do that, but it's like if you have like a crazy appointment window, if you have like a crazy appointment window for like the next load, then it's like, what if you need that 20 minutes? What if you can't sit the 20 minutes because now you're gonna miss the next appointment? You know what I'm saying? So like, you run out of time. It's just, this e-log stuff it's trash, to say the least. It's trash. But anyways, I'm gonna sit back and see what these guys are gonna do, man. See how long they're gonna take, whatever. And I'm gonna just, I'll tap in with you guys whenever we get paperwork and leave. Okay, guys. So here we are, much further into the day. You guys can see it is 11:47 a.m. I'm still here. Now my paperwork says that they finished at 11:37. I already went in and got paperwork. The problem is, here it is 10 minutes later. I know y'all gonna say it's just 10 minutes, but it matters to me because my time is money. And they still have the glad hand lock on here. Look, I can't leave. I can't put the trailer line back on until they take it off. I believe the guy is coming right now. It looks like somebody. I don't know if that's him or not, but we've been here 5 hours. Never come here again. Doesn't make sense. The biggest thing is the stuff was loaded in the pallet. I guess I didn't, the guy. The pallet, there wasn't on pallets. The stuff was just like stacked up just on the ground. Because I guess these companies, they want to make more, they want to put more product in the container than I guess what it can take. So they send it just on the ground, and they have to put it on pallets, wrap it up and do all that. But it's only a 20-foot container, it shouldn't take 5 hours, but we're just waiting to see what's gonna happen. So that wasn't the guy, but to be honest, man, all the stuff I'm dealing with is the reason why I'm getting out of intermodal. Like, I'm done doing containers, bro. It's just not, the money's trash compared to how much time you have to actually work. At one point, you know, I guess I had a different mindset, and I was like, man, you know, I'm making good money. I'm home on the weekends. I'm home, you know, a couple nights throughout the week. Some weeks I'm home every night. Some weeks I'm only home on the weekend, whatever. You know, it is what it is. But bro, like, if I break down how much time I work, bro, oh my God, I'm digging myself an early grave, man. Like seriously, a lot of times we don't look at it that way. Man, this stuff will have a huge toll on your mental health. I'm just trying to get to the point where I can just work, just work, be off on the weekends, and just not do too much. You know what I'm saying? Like I've already put a lot of years of working like hard, man. And I'm just at a point where it's like all this extra stress I take on at work isn't worth the money. It never is worth the money. It's just, when you're younger, you're thinking like, oh, I'm young, I can do this, that, and the third, this, that, and the other. I can do all this stuff. And then you start getting a little older, like at my age in your 30s, and you start seeing like, dang, bro, like I'm starting to feel bad, like physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, looking at things way different. So I'm gonna give them 2 more minutes. Yeah, at 11:52, it'll be 15 more minutes since they sign paper. I'm gonna go in there, make them sign my paper, and change it to, okay, here goes the guy, look, bam. Here goes the guy right here. To put the glad hand, yeah. So I can put the glad hand back on and get up out of here. All right, thank you. Have a good day, man. Thank you. Put this bad boy back on there. It's kind of hard to hold the camera and do. I gotta put air in the trailer just to make sure it ain't leaking. Let's make sure if it felt like it went on there kind of funny. Ain't leaking from our air, so we're good to go. All right. Guess I'll put this thing back on my head. Hoping the POV is not crooked. But it just might be, so I'm gonna pull forward. Yeah, it's 12 o'clock and I'm just now leaving, so well, it's 11:53, same thing, right? I know I'm putting this glove on backwards, but it's because I got 2 right gloves and I can't put this one on like that. So this stuff's very frustrating, man. You try to be positive, and being negative ain't gonna help, right? So you be positive as much as you can, but then you try to also come to the point where you gotta be realistic about all this stuff, man. You gotta look at what you're doing, how you're doing it, and seeing like what can be changed, or what can, and I know for me the change is gonna be doing something different, still trucking, but just another company. And my problem isn't specifically the company I'm with, bro. NDS is cool, man. Every company has pros and cons. I like NDS, man. It's not that, it's just the fact that I can't have a peace of mind pulling these containers, waiting around all the time, having to just do so much stuff, man. The main thing is going to the Port of Houston every day to get the next load, the preload. That's a lot, man. It takes me so long to get home. Like right now, let's say I worked for, I don't know, flatbed company. I'm empty, I could go grab a load right here, and let's say it's going to Houston. I gotta go to Houston anyways, right? I go home and park in the morning, get up and go somewhere. Not get up, go to the port, or go to the port right now. Then it's a whole lot, man. It's a whole lot of running around. He's finna burn out. I'm finna turn this Xbox off. I'm finna burn out as well. Oh fuck, hold on. Turn the TV off. Turn the Xbox off. This will turn off by itself. Like that. This goes right here. Let's get us a drink. I wanna see which way he's going too. Got something to drink. We do got a couple Jellos we can snack on. I want to see which way Jaime Jr. is gonna go. Maybe I'll follow him. I don't know, we'll see. We'll definitely see, but for now, let's go ahead and get out of here, man. Man, when I tell y'all, this stuff can be really real, be really strong. Oh yeah, he's making a U-turn right there and he's burning out. Okay, cool. Look at my driver right there. Yes, sir. Man, y'all, quick update. So I'm actually not going to Arizona anymore. I don't know if I said I was going or not, but I'm actually sending my driver to go because my dispatcher was supposed to, I thought we were both gonna go, but he was like, oh, I only have one for you. And I was like, no, I'm gonna send my driver, that way he can make the money, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let him take the long haul, it's all good. But anyways, you know, I know he likes long hauls as well. Plus me, I'm pretty much burnt out on going far, man. I'm just to that point, man. Anyways, so I made it to the port right now. I gotta drop off this 20-foot empty container to MSC. And then from that point, I'm gonna drop off the chassis as well. Then I'm gonna go to our yard and I'm gonna, hold on, let me put this on my head, hang on. Yeah, I hope this is a good angle. Anyways, like I was saying, I'm gonna end up going to our yard, which is right here in La Porte as well. I'm gonna pick up another 20-foot. It's a hazmat. It's a load. I'm gonna go turn it into Barber's Cut, and then from that point, I'll pick up another load from Barber's Cut, and then I'll go home with it. All right, guys. So I'm actually gonna end the video here. Man, I'm tired. I'm stressed out. There's a lot of stuff going on. I ended up not getting the load I was supposed to get. Couldn't find a chassis. It's a long story, but if you guys wonder, like, why is JC not making all the good content, it's because I just mentally, man, I'm just not there right now, man. It's stressful being on operator in 2025, man. Like, all this BS about all these tariffs and all this stuff going on, bro. It's like, I don't know what's worth it anymore. But anyways, you've made it to the end of this video. Thank you. God bless you, and peace out.